Happy Saturday. If you've been following along Instagram, you'll know that for the summer, I've switched to doing live content for Paint Your Style and for my Saturday video, just to give myself a bit of a break from editing. And then Mondays are going to be 20 questions videos for the entire summer. So there's a lot of fun guests coming up in 20 questions. People seem to quite enjoy them. And I'm quite excited for some of the guests that I have coming up. I've been feeling gross all week. It's just been too hot to be feeling okay. And so what we are going to do this lovely morning is just sit down and paint a bit. And we're going to do it with one of my favorite studio tools. You've probably seen me use it before, but it is the Color Meditation deck from Lisa Solomon, and I've had it since it came out pretty much. I believe it came out summer 2022, and I got it like August 2022. It's one of my favorite studio tools. And so we're gonna play with it today. And I have talked with her about using it in videos, and she's totally cool with it. So we're gonna play around with it today and have some fun. I've pulled out Holbein, mostly because I just wanted an easy palette this morning, and nothing is easier than Holbein. So mostly because they're all together. If you haven't seen the deck before, it comes in this lovely case. It starts with a book talking about supplies and playing with color and color scales and all that fun stuff. I don't know that I've ever actually read the book. What I'm always interested in is the cards, because when I'm pulling out this deck, it's because my brain needs a break. So let's pull the purple cards out. So there are many different cards in this deck. Is it 500 color cards? Question mark. There's 500 plus prompts. So because you can also combine cards. So I always do scenario 3. We might switch it up today though. Because I had never considered doing scenario 1 or scenario 2. I just always do scenario 3. Is there a scenario 4? There is a scenario 4. All right, there are 4 scenarios. I always do scenario 3, where you pull a prompt card or a color meditation card and a parameter card. But you can also pull 2 color meditation cards or a single color meditation card. These ones are the meditation cards. These ones are the parameter cards. Parameter cards are purple on the back. And these ones are a whole bunch of different colors on the back. And I believe there's 50 in this deck and 10 in the other. So we're gonna start by shuffling this badly, because I never want to bend these cards, honestly. I quite like them, so I like them to stay in nice shape. And then we're gonna like fan them out. I'm not gonna look, but I'm gonna draw one. Ooh, interlocking shapes with, let's shuffle these up. So the parameter card's gonna tell us either our color palette or like how stuff is organized by scale. What are we on today? Let's not look at them. Let's not look at them. Let's draw a card. Oh, warm versus cool. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. The fun thing is I have never this has been like almost 2 years that I've had this now. I've never drawn the same card twice with the same prompt card. You end up getting the same prompt card a couple times, but I've never gotten the same meditation card with the same prompt card. We're going to use the Fur Tales paper because I don't like painting on it, honestly. It's a handmade paper, but there's something up with the sizing of it. And after talking to a few other artists, they're having sizing issues with it as well. And so I don't know if it's an across the board thing or if it's just a bad batch, but I've been using it for just playing around because I'm not going to paint with it. So color palette wise, let's look at the back of this card. Interlocking shapes, parts that overlap or fit together. Okay, cool. And then warm versus cool, we all know colors. And so I think I'm going to stick in the sort of blues and purples. Yeah, that is what I'm going to do. All right, let's wet this little palette. Luckily, they don't take that long to activate. And let's grab a brush. What brush do I want to use? I want to use, sure, we'll use you. Honestly, I'm not actually using all that nice of a, or all that fancy of a brush. It's a nice enough brush, it's just not fancy. Because you don't have to. I feel like sometimes as artists we get stuck in like using the fancy stuff all the time, and you don't have to. Like, there's no reason for me to use the really fancy brushes for this. And I will leave a link to where you can buy her deck. Currently, I think it's only available from, might be her website and Amazon. I ended up picking mine up on Amazon because it wasn't available to ship from her website to Canada. But that might have changed in the past 2 years. Very fun deck to play with, though. And I'm actually going to embrace the bleed because we're just having fun on this Saturday morning. We're not being complicated. We're just embracing, taking some time and slowing down and painting and having some fun. And sometimes that's all you need. And it is one of my favorite studio tools. I believe I used it in a video a few months ago. But there's a reason it lives on my bookshelf, because I always want to be able to grab it and use it. I never want it to be stuck away. For a long time, it actually lived beside my desk on the floor so that it was always within arm's reach. All right, let's grab another color. Let's grab this. I might just like whack a square in here. Really, it's just about having fun with color. And that's one of the things that I really like about it. honestly, it's a Saturday morning in summer. And what's better than taking a couple minutes to just play with color? They're becoming quite interesting mountains. It was quite a lot of bleed, but I'm okay with that today. We're embracing the bleed, we're embracing the movement of the paint and the fact that it's just sort of doing what it wants to do. Though I might have, grabbed too big of a page. I don't know that I actually want to paint this much this morning, but we're committed now. One of the things I do like about this Holbein palette is that it's pretty easy to just grab without thinking about color. Because it's mostly the Holbein botanical set, it's quite simple to just pick up a brush and use it. I have added some stuff, but not all that much compared to some of my other palettes, which have been expanded on quite a lot since they're basics. All right. And sometimes you get to this point and you go, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put in clouds in a sky. Because honestly, why not? Why not turn this into a really weird, what color do I want for my clouds? I want pink for my clouds. What pink? I want that pink. I want shell. Maybe that one. Do I have palette down here? Oh. I cleaned palettes this week, but now there are no palettes next to my desk. It's fine. We will survive. this is turning out to be quite fun. Da, da, da. Let's grab a bit of hotter pink. The chaos that's unfolding. But honestly, if I can't sit down to do a prompt card but then dissolves into like painting clouds because they look too much like mountains. I don't know that I'd want to exist on my channel anymore. 'Cause really, this is me. Me is starting a video and then like dissolving into something else. Just honestly, what is life without a little bit of fun on a Saturday when really we're filming a video about something else? All right. There. No, we started out as a card and we've become a mountain sunset thing with clouds.